What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the No Fuss. What am I yelling to you? Sorry.
No, you're good. No, you're good.
Welcome back to another episode of the No Fuss
tripping.
podcast. This time we have the live thing in the corner up there.
We
you see
did.
that, Jay? I didn't fuck it up this time. Even though I definitely reposted that whole fucking episode. I was so sorry when that happened. I'm sorry when every time that happened. What's going on, buddy? How you been? How's life been?
Man, life bad and good. Today was a day. From the job. Hey, my toes numb. It's weird.
That's that karma of you kicking that fucking corner of the bed that you're gonna get later.
No, that's funny. No, it's just the pad of my toe. It's weird. Anyway, hopefully I don't have diabetes.
Diabetes.
That could happen.
Keep going. Yes, it happens up and down in an abortion clinic.
So today the job. So like a couple days ago, we had a company meeting.
Ooh,
and it's our annual monthly meeting where they just go over the bullshit of how much money they fucking made and why we don't get no more money. You know, same bullshit every time.
Recession. It's hard times out here. But we got you a pizza party.
Well, no, it's just not why we don't necessarily. It's just like it's just always weird hearing like, oh yeah, we made $40 million this year or this month. All right, well, what would that mean to us?
Mm-hmm.
Like nothing, you know what I mean? Like we don't want to hear every month how much money we making, but it doesn't
reflect our paychecks
to us. Like, and like I get their thing of where it's like, oh, we just want you to be, more informed about the company, so you could. I get that, but at the same time, bro, don't tell me how much money we fucking made this month. And then when niggas be like, hey, can I get an extra can I get a raise? You be like,
can I get an extra 15 cents?
Wait until April when the raises come. So anyway, so we have our meeting, but these meetings we've been looking forward to because they told us we were going to be moving sometime this year, and the leases, all of our leases are up. Our lease at Dutton at Milton and Aston is up in March. At the end of March, the one down the street at Dutton Mill is up at the end of March, and the one down the street on Concord Road or whatever is up at the beginning of April, right? So, oh shit, we gotta move. Now we can extend them Johns, for a little bit. So like during this meeting, we were like, all right, we gotta tell us. Like we gotta be moving. Like you say we looking at warehouses, you won't tell us where the fucking warehouses are that you're looking, for whatever fucking reason. So we're like, all right, cool. This got to be the one, because it's fucking close. So we had the meeting, and they're like, yeah, we still think we're gonna move this year, but we're gonna extend the lease for this warehouse and the one down at Dutton Mill for the rest of the year. So we have this until 2024. Okay, fine, whatever. They're like the one at Concord. We might have to lose that one, because of the people that we rent it from want a 5-year minimum.
Isn't that on Dutton Mill?
No, it's one on Concord. It's right down the street from us. So if you leaving my job right at the light,
you have 3 buildings.
Yeah, you're gonna make a right, and you know where 2SPs is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're right next to 2SP.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, we have another joint right next to that joint. So that one next to 2SP, that's up. They want 5-year minimum. Well, we're not trying to be there for 5 years because we're trying to move everybody into one building, ideally in this year. So we probably gonna lose that building. But anyway, so that was like, okay, cool. That at least settles the move thing. And then today they're gonna have a meeting talking about our bonuses and talking about our raises. Well, hold on now, that's different. That's odd. We usually don't have meetings like this. So in the email that was sent out from the big guys of Masco, they're like, hey, your bonuses, we had a really great year. You're going to get your bonus early this year because you usually get it in April. You're going to get it fucking next week. You're going to get it in this current paycheck. Okay, great. Fine. That's perfect. Now for me, I said I was going to stay till April because that's when bonus time was going to come and I was going to get my bonus and fucking quit. That was going to be it. So now that it's coming next week, hey.
My resignation is in the mail.
Hey, so yeah, I mean, but so now little later in the fucking email, it's gonna talk about our raises. Now we get a raise every year. Ain't shit, but we get a raise every year. These motherfuckers talking about, hey, we're gonna have to push the raise back until at least August. What you mean at least August? Yeah, because of if we give everybody a raise, it's like $147,000 or something like that. Net minus profit from the company, which
that's not shit if you're paying all of your employees.
Right. Like, and you just told us 2-3 days ago we made fucking
record numbers.
20 million. Right, 20 million in the month. But the 147,000 is a struggle though. All right, whatever. So they're like, yeah, it's going to be at least August, but it could be later. And there's no just remember, there's no guarantee. Raises aren't promised. It's a reward type of thing. So we've had years where you don't get a raise. Huh? Oh, nigga, no, we not doing that.
Yeah, what the fuck?
We not doing that. So then niggas will start thinking like, are you not you essentially saying we not getting a raise this year?
Just pretty much. I'll wait till August, and August comes around. Yeah, what happened to them raises? Oh, you still remember about them? Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, we're gonna have to push them back a little bit more. See, this year hasn't been that great because we're in a recession. Not many people have just got the money to just be throwing around for endless pools.
I think we had a $40 million backlog, right? Great. That was last month. Fucking come this meeting. Hey, that 40 million backlog is now 20 million. The fuck you mean? $20 million worth of orders didn't want to go through now? Oh, that's not a good fucking sign. So now we have speculation because now the thing was when we moved, depending where we moved to, we found out where the two counties are. It's either going to be in Delaware County or Chester County. Delaware County people aren't necessarily upset. If it's Chester County, a lot of motherfuckers aren't going out to fucking Westchester.
Yeah, you're adding an extra 40 minutes onto some people's drive time. And some of the people that you guys are hiring, like some of them don't have cars. They're taking public transit or Uber to get to their job. And if you're living in Chester or something, it's a 20-minute ride, depending on where you're at. You can't fucking justify spending $75 a day on Ubers to get to and from your job.
Exactly.
To make fucking $15-something an hour. That doesn't make any sense at all. I mean, based on do they have this whole meeting? Is the whole shop there? Is this like the upper people? Yeah. So everybody is there.
Yeah, all of first shift is there. Yeah, from at least from our building and the Concord building, not Dutton Mill. Dutton Mill will have their own meeting because they're
a showroom or whatever, right?
Right, and that's more the office, customer service, and sales. So
that's wild,
and they're probably not affected. Maybe
probably not. But they probably also don't get the same benefits of like getting like the yearly. They probably work like the salary, or they work commission based on like
right.
Unless it's like customer service, like if it's in sales, then you're breaking probably commission, like making phone calls and selling pools. But like if you're a customer service person, you're probably making like $12-13 an hour, maybe, like, and just answering phones. So yeah, they're definitely probably not getting. Like, how many people would you say work for endless pools?
Total?
Yeah, I mean,
probably 80.
80 people? So
80, 90 people.
So we're talking about 80, 90 people, and that giving everybody raises at the end of the year only equates out to $150,000.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty fucking wild that a Fortune 500 company can't shell out $150K.
So
on top, I mean, I don't know what y'all's payroll at the end of the fucking year is, but it can't be like
it's a lot of turnover, so it can't be crazy. It might be crazy. I don't know.
Well, depending on whatever your bosses are making, like whoever your like whole managers or whoever like is running the warehouses or something like that, depending on what they get paid a year, is probably like the biggest chunk of the salary
of $100K.
Yeah, so you got like 4 people making $100K. And then everyone else is probably putting together is probably making about $100K. So adding an extra $150K, probably 75,000 of it's going to your bosses, like your upper management kind of people.
Yeah, But so the problem and the speculation is they said when they first brought up the move that they know it was going to be a hardship on people and there would be some type of compensation to move. So obviously a raise of some sort to make it worth it. And the rumor was a $5 to $9 pay increase. Okay, fine. But now if you can't give us the little raise that you give us a year, you definitely not gonna give us $5 raise to move wherever the fuck we moving. You just gonna chalk it up. Hey, whoever can make it, make it. And
Yeah.
if you niggas can't, we'll just hire from right around wherever we move to. You're not about to just so it's even more now. People are like, well, damn, if you can't do that, well, why am I even gonna wait? Why wait until we move when I could just leave now? It's still the beginning of the year. I can still work almost a whole year at a place, versus wait until December, November, and then it's like, all right, well now I gotta look for something new because the job's moving in 3 months.
Yeah, and then how are they quit? Like, are they calculating for downtime from the machines being moved and
I
stuff?
don't know. I have no idea. No idea. We think about it all the time. Us as like, but then we're also like, not our problem.
Yeah, 100%.
Not our pay grade. That is for you dumb motherfuckers upstairs to figure it out because we could tell you how to do it, but now y'all are smarter than us, of course. So
Well, and then like, then you also you're gonna have to account for like any mishaps that happen to the machinery or anything like that while in transit.
mhm.
So, and then new systems, and it would totally be just a fucking total shit show. But
Like
yeah, that sounds fun. That
ideally,
sounds dope.
you would move one CNC machine over first and get that motherfucker running and get that thing producing, and then you knock down another one at our shop, send that over, get that go. You know what I mean? So you're not just taking all four machines down at one time and stopping production. You should take one at a time as you gradually, you know what I mean? Like, and they should be the first things to go.
So all
But
four machines are capable of doing like all of one
yes,
pole. Okay.
all four machines, yeah,
I
do
thought you had
the
like
same
separate
things.
machines or doing
Mm-mm.
like separate pieces of the pools.
No, no. I mean, that's how we will designate it, but as far as like they couldn't run all
Oh, all
the
right.
same machine.
Yeah, then that doesn't seem that's probably being calculated into a bit of it. Like and they would probably do as you said, like take one machine down, get that thing operational, and figure it out where it's going to be logistically, so that way it's not impeding on work and shit like that. And then get that thing
Now,
going, get two of them going, and then slowly
I've
phase out
moved
the
the
other building.
warehouse before. At my last job, I had to move them from North Philly to Pennsauken. So I know what it's like to take apart machines
That shit sucks.
and then to fucking have them move. Like you're going to have to stop. You know what I mean? Like so worker try to work around these guys taking apart the machine and then having other machinery come in to drag these machines out.
Yeah, you're gonna have to you
You're
have
gonna
to
have to stop.
stop production.
So like
Yeah, that's
I hope they count that, but again, not my problem. I don't plan on being there for the move.
yeah. You're
I'm
thinking way too much about this. This is not this is nowhere near your problem. I
oh no,
mean,
I love it.
especially if this
I've
is you're already handing in your 2 weeks.
yeah.
So then
Wow. Deuces to them
it's a
niggas.
waste of fucking brain energy.
Deuces to them niggas. Fuck them. hmm
But yeah,
So
that's super fucking wild.
so yeah, it was an interesting day. At Endless Pools today. A lot of people pissed off. A lot of motherfuckers mad. I'm happy. Like finally. Finally, even more justification that I'm out. And they was talking about, oh, it's the recession. There could be a recession coming. And the last time there was a recession in 2008, we had to fire a lot of people. And then the five people we didn't fire, we furloughed. I'm like, well, that was like the pandemic. I was part of the furlough. So
Yeah, I
I
mean
know
that.
like my job would be good if like I were to stay in a recession were to like really hit or depression. Like I know I'd be good for the furlough and to have a job, but like I don't want that. Fuck y'all. Like
Yeah, well,
you're a
especially since
niche
you're not
pool
going to be getting
company
any more
anyway.
money. Like you're not going to be getting
Right. And I
extra
ain't getting
loot.
no more.
So for
I'll suck
so
my whole dick. No, I'd rather go somewhere else.
yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's. I mean, like, and like for them to choose right now, and then like this, like the economic climate, and you're like, oh well, we're gonna try and move everybody into like one big building. Like, granted, I know time is is of the essence for you guys, or like from your corporate guys or whatever. But like, buying a whole new building, it does not seem like the right fucking strategy
Oh
of like
no,
what we should be doing right now.
that's also the other thing. We're not buying this building. We're renting this building because we don't believe in buying buildings. We don't believe in buying property and owning property. We only rent, which makes no sense to us because we're like, why wouldn't you buy it so you own it? You could do whatever. If we ever would have want to move out of that warehouse, you could then rent out.
Probably from like maintenance of the building, I guess, business wise. I don't know. I don't know anything about the business real estate.
I don't know anything about it, but like it just from like a business standpoint, like it's just to us, it's no different than owning a property versus renting an apartment. Like you're not really getting anything from like sure, if you rent it, you get the luxury of the property owner coming and fixing your shit, but you're not getting anything from that. And when your lease is up, well, now here the fuck we go. Hey, you got to get out if you don't like. Why?
Yeah, or you're paying the bill.
Right. I don't understand. Why would you not just want to own your property?
I'm not 100% sure about that either, but I do know that that seems to be the going thing is that like businesses will go and they'll rent their properties that they do the business in. Like that happens a lot, I think, in like, I want to say in cities and shit, in like New York and shit like that. Like the property buildings, they don't own any of them because, like, for whatever reason, it's somehow better. It's probably has to do with like taxes or some shit like that. So
that would.
but this is way above our fucking mental comprehension or fucking economic comprehension.
Now, also, Masco as a company, for the I don't want to say for the first time, but it seemed like for the first time because we don't buy property as Endless Pools. We can only rent. They bought what you call, I guess, what you call a super warehouse, kind of like the Tesla fucking big warehouse, right? Had it built, massive production. They were gonna combine a whole bunch of shit, right? And then they were like, hey, you know what? Let's hold off on that. Let's not do that. So they built this big fucking luxurious warehouse, and now it is literally fucking empty, and they do not know when they're gonna be able to move everybody in. They're like, it could be next year, it could be 2025. It doesn't matter though, but we have it.
Yeah, I've seen those things happen.
Wait,
the same
so
thing.
You niggas got all this money to waste on a fucking warehouse that is now collecting dust, but we at Endless Pool, we can't get our little fucking 80-cent raise. Like that's shit. Like y'all can't approve our raise, but you can let a warehouse collect dust because it's just not a right time economically to move whatever businesses you were going to move into there. Got it. Probably shouldn't have spent all that money on that. Oh, also, my job. We bought a $60,000 printer.
Doesn't get used.
Doesn't work. Doesn't work. Yep. Thing doesn't
work.
It's a paperweight now. They're like, well, it works. The software that runs the printer doesn't work. So they're trying to figure that out.
That's cool. Great. Yeah, I mean the only like comparison story I have to that is like apparently our bit like we have a Mercedes dealership across the street from us, right? Over in Westchester. So the owners of that bought Cadillac's old building, which is across from Jimmy John's up on 202. They bought that as a like for their bigger stuff, for their like the transit vans and the big Sprinter vans that Mercedes makes. So, and then there was a nursery that used to be down the street that's across the street from Audi. This big ass area of land. They bought it. They knocked down all the nursery building stuff. Put there's a bunch of like piping for like sewer work and drainage water and shit over there. And then apparently the owners of Mercedes of that dealership sold it all. So they sold it to Piazza, I believe. So now Piazza owns that. They own an Acura dealership, a Hyundai dealership, I think a Land Rover, a Jaguar dealership, and another Mercedes dealership. Which is, I guess, I don't know how, like, I guess maybe like one of the old owners died or something like that, and the kids came in and it was just like, nah, fuck all this. Just take this paycheck and live out the rest of our lives in luxury. So, which is now a big rumor that's going on at our job is because our head honcho guy is like fucking 80 something years old and walks around the business, and they like there's a lot of murmurs inside the building and I'm like, yo, like if he like really retires, like, and his kids are kind of like taking it over and like they run shit anyways, but like there a lot of people are thinking like, oh, when he's out of here they could just sell it all and then just not have the headaches anymore and then sell it to another group of fucking
right
whoever. So yeah, it's definitely super wild that like you could have like these so far forward plans in time, like that are in motion, and then they just up and stop. Like that Mercedes, that big pot of land that they bought has just been sitting fenced in with all the pipes and shit just chilling in it. I don't think they're going to rebuild the building because they were originally supposed to sell the building that they're in after they had a new building built across the street from Audi, because apparently the land they're on is shit, but like they have huge space and they were supposed to sell it to like Kia or some shit like that. So, but now the for sale sign's been taken down of the dealership. They still own the land. There's no for sale sign put over there. And then there's just now a bunch of Land Rovers parked up in front of where they were storing the Mercedes stuff.
Oh,
so
shit. That's wild.
Yeah, it's super fucking wild times right now. I guess I think a lot of people probably got hit with like when the stock market really came down a lot and like people weren't expecting it to drop so heavy and for so long. So
Shit. It is wild, like motherfuckers are talking like recession and whatever, but then like I look at my 401k and I'm like, this motherfucker's just been climbing.
nah, that's fucking good. I wish my shit was like that. My shit's taking big dips.
Really? My shit's just been fucking on the straight increase.
Yeah, and then like even like I looked at like remember when we were watching like Stock Market Live and shit like that, watching Josh. So like you remember how I signed up for like the long term alerts or whatever?
Right.
So I got one today because that's what made me think about this. Like there's been zero activity in on his end of account.
Really?
So yeah, this is what's super wild. Today there was one on his big account only, and it's fucking covered calls. Before that, there was one December 19th where he bought some stuff. Then there's one, I guess there's a couple. But like, all right, here you go. So like he bought some in November, the very end of October, and then the one before that is July.
Oh shit!
There was no movement in any of these stock accounts for over 6 months.
I mean, hey, that's how.
I mean, you're stacking up money and shit like that because you're making your monthly account like deposits. I don't like listen as much anymore because I don't have the expendable income to be thrown into these accounts right now.
Right.
So I'm not going to be sitting here listening to you make tons of money because you have all this expendable income to put on all these fucking stock bets, and like fucking 1 out of 10 of them hit out of the month. So you clean house and you make your fucking day trades or whatever and clean house. But the time I hear it on my headphone, it's already gone through and it's jacked up the price already. So like, yeah, I mean, it doesn't work. I mean, the long-term stuff works, but like, not if you're, I'm not going to go put a bunch of covered calls and shit like that. So, but that's a story for, I guess, another time. I just need to be able to get back to like putting the money back into the long terms and shit. So, I mean, I still put money into the long term, but it just doesn't, it's just been sitting there and I'll average down on some shit that I'm way up on.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it's all about right now.
Averaging down.
Because it is a slow time. Like I am waiting for that motherfucking thing to hit back whenever that shit do go. So I do want to have just a fuck ton of stuff.
It might be just fucking a while because like we're not even considered to like be in the recession yet. So
I know. I'm saying like that's perfectly fine. But like even if it take like 10, 15, like all right, well I'm fucking 33. So if it hit back when I'm 45, great. Like I don't.
Yeah, I got you.
You know, like it's a long term. It's a patient thing.
I mean, it's totally the game plan's like to hit it like at like 60 or 70 years old anyway. So It's
I mean, I'm trying to retire before that.
Yeah, so am I. But I mean, the going rate, it doesn't look like it's going to be that well. So, and then like you're not really going to have a year that was like 2020 or 2021. So,
you fuck with Larry, he get you there a little sooner.
Bro, that fucking name, bro. That motherfucker. Man. Bro, I don't think he ever came back from fucking what was that one shit he was talking about for such a long time? Was it the crypto shit that he started getting into that like he was fucking oh, bro. He lost so many people fucking money. That fucking dude.
He did. But I mean, that's how it go.
He's like, some people gonna be out here losing some money, you know. But you know, if you stick with it, you're gonna be successful, man. You're gonna be successful. Fucking Larry, told me on that lucid bullshit.
Hey, I mean, so did everybody. Everybody was up on lucid. They got a good car. I do like the car.
Yeah, the car's dope. It's just fucking super expensive. And I've never seen one. Like I see Rivians on the road.
I do see Rivians.
Like apparently that thing does pretty well. But regardless, I don't see any Lucids. I haven't seen a single one yet. So there's a fuck ton of Teslas, but Tesla stock doesn't do about well.
Probably like in California, maybe New York, but probably you'll see it in Cali more than.
Yeah, I mean, but even there, I think it's probably still pretty rare.
Oh, sure.
Like a fucking $200,000 fucking electric car. So, and like, why buy that when you can just buy the Tesla that has the self-driving in it? I don't think the Lucid has that. So, yeah, you win some, you lose some. So I'll still hold it. I'll hold it forever. Hopefully one day they'll fucking buy it or get bought out or some shit like that and they'll pay me a bunch of money. I don't know. So, and then there's always Castor, you know, that Castor yacht. It's coming.
Yeah, that's coming. It's coming. That's going to come when the when that Ukrainian shit stop. That's what's really fucking it right now. That's what's keeping everything at a status quo. It's really, that's the problem right now. That's the problem with Castor.
Yeah, but then if the Ukrainian thing ends and it ends with nuclear war, then that all means nothing anyway.
Yeah, well, so fuck these stocks. And fuck endless pools.
Pull it all, YOLO, or pull it all. But yeah, my week has not been nearly as eventful, really, as yours. So, just been pretty much chilling, working, fucking playing games and shit like that. I mean, nothing's really been too crazy. Except I love when I spend money on stuff, and then I don't use it for the thing that I needed it for, and it doesn't help me. And I use something else to fix what I need getting fixed. So
what?
All right, so like what happened was I went to there's a Snap-on dealer that shows up at our job on Tuesdays, so I needed to pull the O2 sensor out of my car. The car was throwing a check engine light, so I couldn't get the car inspected. So I was like, okay, I bought this little fucking piece that's supposed to trick the O2 sensor, so that way it fixes like the check engine light, so it doesn't show it, so it doesn't read the fucking the emissions coming out of the car. So, like, it doesn't read it right, so it can't tell whether or not it's got it not doing its job or not. So, but the thing is where the O2 sensor was in this fucking super stupid spot. Like, the only way you could really get to it was, like, if you, like, went through the top of the car, like, behind the engine and, like, stuck sockets and shit behind it to get down to the O2 sensor because it's on top of the exhaust, which is behind the motor, in between the firewall and the engine.
Jesus.
So,
Christ.
And then like if you were to try and get to it from the bottom, they put the cross member of the fucking frame right there. So you can't get a fucking wrench because you're smacking the transmission or the
smaller hands and a smaller wrench.
Yeah, I needed Asian hands, but these fucking giant mitts aren't fitting like that. All right. So I went to the Snap-on dealer. I'm like, all right.
Do something about that then.
About my giant mitts? Yes, I should just fucking tie them up. I should
tie them up.
Bind them. Yeah, I should bind them up now, so that way I can do my hobby of working on my own shit. So,
or get a different hobby.
I like being able to do what I do. Also, I figured out that I've been attacked because of it.
You've been attacked?
Yes, I feel like I've been attacked by this fucking fuck-ass lady on TikTok. She was like, have you become a jack of all trades because like you're good at a lot of things, or do you just have ADHD and tend to try to like learn everything yourself. And I was like, that's fucking wild. Like I learned how to build computers because I have ADHD. I've learned how to do this kind of shit because I have ADHD. I work on cars because I have ADHD. I get hyper focused on something, like the same thing with like fishing. Super hyper focused on it, and now I haven't been able to. Well, granted, that's just because of other reasons. I want to go back to fishing, but like hyper focused on something, spend a lot of money on it, get really deep into it, and then like, and I'm done.
Yeah, that's how I am.
Yep. Yeah, it's 100%. I was like, God damn it.
Yep.
Fuck you. Yeah, no, but I went to the Snap-on dealer because I bought a new O2 sensor socket. And then I come to find out, like, I put it onto the fucking O2 sensor and like I can't get another fucking like the extension or anything onto it because it's too fucking long. So like I ended up having to use like some makeshift fucking wrench system to try and get down to it, and could have saved myself a fucking $100 on this fucking ass socket that now I have. That I literally just didn't use that day, and I got the job done, and now I'm gonna go get the car inspected tomorrow. So
why not just take it to Chester and get it inspected?
Because it could cost me $10. I mean, I can go get it inspected and put stickers on it, but like that cost me $120 when I can go to work and go get it done for $10. So, and I hate having that fucking check engine light on my fucking dash. Fucking annoys me because it's so bright, and it's just there.
But hold on, wait. Why would you pay $150 to the guys in Chester?
I mean, that's usually the going rate.
What?
I think. I don't know. I haven't been down there in Chester in a minute. They always tried to charge was like $120, $150.
Out of here. Inspections don't even cost that much.
No, a normal inspection's like $60.
Yeah, they don't charge fucking. I don't know. I thought they charge. I don't know. It's been a minute. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. The last, like, granted, I haven't gone to a couple of the places that people go to down there, which we're totally incriminating them right now. So, but nobody really watches shit.
Oh, the places in Chester that are. It's so suspicious. Yes.
The FBI is fucking knocking down their doors right now, counting their stickers. But yeah, yeah. I mean, I haven't been down there, but like I've had a couple different places that I've had to go get shit illegally done, and it's usually costing me like $100, $110, and that was years ago. So
you just assume inflation.
Yeah, that's what I just assumed. So.
See, I assume that broke niggas even understand more broke niggas. So it's like, bro, I'm coming to you because I don't have money. So
these guys are hustlers. They gotta be hustling out here, you know?
Right. So the way you hustle is you cut the price in half because you get more people to come to you versus, you know.
Yeah, but then once you get that reputation of it being out there, be like, yo, we put stickers on everything. Then you just start raising the price because now you're getting all the clientele.
But I'm only coming to you because it's this price. And then if I'm another nigga, I'm going to open up my business at the lower price. And then all you niggas will come to me.
Yeah, but the problem is that you got to get all the fucking, get the state bullshit that way you can get the stickers. Because you have to get the machine that the state then comes and inspects every so often to make sure the machine is not fucked with. So.
Oh, I don't know how to do
there's like a whole fuck shit system on how to do it. So, because you got to have that little keystone little sign out front, so that way you can be a state licensed facility. And you
these Jones ain't licensed facilities.
How are they getting stickers then?
I don't fucking know. Again, that's what I'm saying. I don't know the process. I just know I usually go up to this John. Niggas is there. You pull your car in. They fucking rent you.
Sounds like a wild drug deal.
And then next thing you know, the niggas buy, boom, here you go. Here's some stickers. And you're like, oh, all right, lit. And you out. That's all I know. You get a nigga money, like
it's like the same thing as like finding somebody on Facebook Marketplace and just having them meet me in the car. Which I've done that before. That was super fucking shady.
Yeah, I don't know how them niggas get stickers. Maybe they got somebody. Maybe they get the stickers from somebody else that works at a legit spot. I don't fucking know. I don't know how that process works. But
yeah, possibly. I'm not sure.
But yeah, them niggas turn the car on. Fucking. It don't matter. You can have 2 check engine lights on it. Fucking matter. Don't give a fuck.
Have the whole fucking dash looking like a Christmas tree.
Yeah,
one wheel on the car.
Pull that
tires bulge as a bitch. No brakes on the bitch.
And that joint be busy, yo. That joint be busy as a motherfucker. Niggas, and you just pull up. Nobody in there. Boom, just pull right there. You right out.
It does seem super wild that like PA's like, yo, you gotta come get your car inspected every month. That way we can make sure that all your cars are fucking good for the road.
Every month.
Not month, every year.
I was like, what?
Yeah, annually.
Nah. Yeah, it's bullshit. There's definitely some bullshit. Fucking huh? Go ahead.
I was gonna say, well, getting on to some wild topics. Do you want to? How do you feel about this here photo? How do I get to it now?
Oh, this motherfucker out of pocket.
How do we feel about this?
I don't care. I literally have no
One, I feel like there should be no excuse for all these lonely bitches out here. Like if this bitch can pull that dude, also, like one, like, y'all are definitely fucking up if that's what's going on. Or this guy should definitely be put on a list.
Nah, yo.
Why not? Just because her age is so like what would be the same, like would we think the same thing of like Hasbulla was out here walking around with a bitch?
She doesn't look 8. Like, yeah, so I wouldn't. That's the thing. Like, I'm not.
You don't look 8 years old. You don't look tiny. Like if she like brand herself as a midget. Yeah, but like a midget is usually still properly proportioned.
Sometimes.
This is a pre-pubescent child. That's 23.
No, it's not. She's like 28 or something.
Nah, she's 23.
23? Is it? Okay.
The dude's like 26 or some shit.
Like okay. Yeah, I don't.
So, but like
I don't know. She don't look like a kid to me. Like she like look more mature in the face. So like I don't know.
That looks mature in the face? I mean, maybe if she did some meth or some shit, right?
Which one are you pointing to?
Her face. The main photo of like them together. And then like
okay.
Yeah, like that don't look like a dad-daughter kind of photo. To you? See, like my idea though.
I don't know. My mind doesn't necessarily go straight there. Like it's I don't know. I guess because I've also like I seen the video or documentary about old girl years prior.
Yeah, and I understand that. I've seen that
so
too.
Like so to me it's like, oh, anybody that's thinking this is weird, oh, you just didn't know about her a couple years ago when she was on this fucking documentary about how she was small and like
and then how she was struggling to get like dates.
So like right. So to me, I'm just like, you people are late and you people are bugging out for no fucking reason. So that's why, like, I guess in my mind, I can't I don't see it that way for that one specifically. If there was a different person that I'd never seen before and did like, maybe I might have something different, but for that one specifically, congratulations for it. Like when I saw it, I was like, oh, congrats. Like I saw the thing about how you were struggling, like dope, good for her.
See, but for me, I think she's selfish.
How?
Because she's using the fact that she's like lonely or whatever, that to go find a guy, and she feels like she should be able to like live the normal life of like, find a guy, date, relationship, blah 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 blah. But really, she's not seeing the bigger picture and the bigger responsibility that this bitch has. So, do you remember when we were talking about our Catch the Predator series? Yes. I think it is selfish of her to want to live out her life and to not devote herself to being the Batman that she needs to be to catch these predators. She needs to be out here catching these fucks. I'm telling you, bro, this is she's fucking selfish. She should not be out here trying to bag dudes when she should be out here trying to bag these predators. She should be doing it for the kids. Regardless if she looks like one, she should be doing it. She should be like, find it in her heart from the grace of God. She's like, God provided me with a fucking power here, and I can be the beacon to save these children.
But do you think she looked like a kid though?
I think I think that it got that guy. I think he's a suspect, bro. He needs to be put on the list. He needs to be inspected. He needs to know we need to know the skeletons in his closet.
Bro. What's this bitch name again?
Hold on. Let me pull it up.
And look, I don't know. I need to see unpixelated pics. I need
Susan Ray. Her name is Susan Ray. She's 23 years old. Looks like she's 8, which is what all the headlines say. But even so, like she has an opportunity.
Her name is not Susan Ray.
That's what it's saying on this fucking.
Where do you see that?
Oh, Shauna Ray. Sorry,
Jesus
Shauna.
Christ.
My fault. I'm fucking half shot in the ass. All right.
What?
I'm telling you, she's missing out.
A picture of like some old bitches. Definitely is not this.
Susan Ray, some bitch doing porn. It's an old head porn bitch.
I don't know, fam. Like,
bro, I'm telling you, she posted up in like a little pink princess dress. Yo, they're coming running, bro. She goes right into like a Roblox fucking like chat room. It's over. We need to go convince her that this To Catch a Predator series, boom, that takes all the light work off of us having to talk to them as fucking little Timmy that's trying to fucking touch old man Winter's pee-pee. All right.
See, all right. So I don't necessarily see the difference between her. So like like the ones that are a little bit taller than midgets, then they're not considered like
dwarves.
I don't know. Maybe I honestly don't know what the term is for the one. I for the littlest of people. No, definitely dwarves. I think dwarves are a lot shorter than midgets.
I don't know the fucking
scale the hierarchy. Yeah,
the hierarchy of fucking short people.
What's taller than a midget? Oh, what's the term? Yeah. No. What's the midget?
I'm telling you. Do you think Chris Hansen at least approached her? It was like, hey. I think so. Like, and even if so, I'm pretty sure, like with a little bit of makeup or whatever.
Oh, sure. 100%.
Make her look like a kid. Like she's not looking at the bigger picture. So many weirdos and creeps taking off the street. Starting with that guy.
Hey, I don't know why you're putting this out there. This should have been something talked about offside, so that way we could have contacted her and been like, "Hey, before somebody else fucking randomly hears this and like, hey, these motherfuckers are great. I mean, hell, maybe she was already approached by somebody who was like, hey, do you want to fucking? Why don't you?
Whatever. Hey, we need you to slide into her DM.
Sure, we will
slide into her DMs and be like, hey, how do you feel about To Catch a Predator?
We will make.
Would you be interested?
Account and I will do that.
Would you be interested? And can our first investigation be the guy that you're with? Because he looks a little suspect. We need past crime. We need to know whether or not he's.
Would it be? All right. Is it the height? Is that? I think that's the crazy part that people are bugging about. I think it's the fact that old girl is fucking like 4 foot
and like the bone structure. Like she looks like a prepubescent child.
I don't think that's necessarily the problem. I think if she was with a nigga who was like 5 foot, it wouldn't be that much of a crazy discrepancy.
If she was like with a 4'10" Mexican, I'm sure it probably wouldn't be that bad. But like, yeah, you got some like fucking pretty athletic fucking white guy that looks a little creepy.
Tall as fuck.
Well, I don't think he's that tall. Fuck. He looks tall because she's man short. Because she's 8.
Like, he might be.
He's 23 and 8.
5'9". Oh no!
I'm telling you, bro. She's selfish. She could be the hero that we need.
But why not? Why? That's why I don't remember. I don't know the condition.
Because we can't get a midget. Because you can't. The midgets out here that like in the public eye be like the big titty midgets and shit. Like they got tits and asses and shit.
No,
this one is built like a child.
Wait, hold on. But
and then we get Hasbulla to be the other one.
Hold on. No,
but he's too famous.
For Catch a Predator, you don't need a fucking 7-year-old girl. You could get.
It's so much easier to be able to talk to an adult that looks like a child to then wrangle up the weird.
Hold on, you're not listening. You could get a 13, 14-year-old. Like you could be like, hey, I'm 13. I'm whatever.
Yeah, now we're talking about child labor law. We're talking about employing a 23-year-old.
You're not hearing what I'm saying. You're hearing what I'm saying. You're not listening. You're talking about midgets having tits and why they don't pass as children. And I'm saying you could use them as 13 or 14-year-olds because that is a possibility for a 13 or 14-year-old to be built like that
at
that age. What do you mean?
Not like a big titty fat ass midget, bro.
I went to school with this chick named Lucy Grossenkemper, midget.
Just really just threw her name right out there. Government, everything.
Hey, you know, that's not her name now, though.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, she got married and shit.
Oh, God.
But shout out her, though. Whatever. Fuck it.
Oh.
Yeah, nah, she, yeah, I mean, like, it wasn't crazy, but like, from what I can remember, this is
when you were 14, 13?
Right, but like, it could have been, oh, there was this other motherfucker. I'm not gonna throw her name out there, but there was another motherfucker. she was like the same height. Like these motherfuckers were not midgets because they were. I mean, they grew up to be regular humans, but they was.
I would assume that they were all about the same height as you at the time, which is usually a little bit above midgets.
No, fuck you. No. I'm looking down at these motherfuckers. Like, yeah, I mean,
what fucking school did you go to? Fucking Midgetville?
This was Pencrest. So like,
that's weird shit in the water over there, huh?
I mean, it was literally only like three people that were like 5 people that I've ever met that were like that small. Hell, Tim, you know what I mean? He would have probably been that size. Like, I don't know. But I'd imagine he would have been down there.
Yeah, but they're usually a bit more filled out. This is a skin and bone kind of fucking child.
I get that, but that happens. Like, that's even more. You could pass that off as a fucking 12, 13, 11.
Either way, are we going to be able to hit them up now and be like, hey, do you want to do it or Catch the Predator series?
No, the ones that I went to school, no.
Exactly. This is one that we can talk to right now.
I'm just talking about midgets, how you can use a midget to look like a youth. Because I went to school with some youth at the time that was built like adults. So,
but they were also normal youth that you were youth with. We can't take actual youth and put them in the line of fire of Predator.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about using the midgets because the midgets can be built like fucking the youth is what I'm. You're not. Are you?
No, I am, but I'm not at the same time.
I know you're not
because you can have midgets that are proportioned out differently and that still look like adults that aren't looking like children. And also, a lot of them have a little bit of a look of fucked up look. I don't think they're looking for that.
Well, this chick's got to look a fucked up look.
Yeah, because she looks like a child.
She looks like a fucking midget.
She looks like a child.
There's something above a midget.
Most children kind of look fucked up. All right? That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, but if you take them too fucked up, like you take actual midgets that like some of them are walking around with fucking stilts and shit.
Get skinny midget. We can get a skinny midget to act like a fucking.
I know we're not going to midget wrestling and like rounding on any of those guys and fucking. Hey, you want to act like you want to be part of our To Catch a Predator program? You want to do your part? I mean, honest. I mean, I can't believe nobody else has thought about that. I think
they might have.
I mean, they might have, and then they look at the midgets and they're like, "Nah, you guys look washed out. You guys should probably fucking stop hitting those crack pipes or meth pipes or whatever the fuck you're doing."
It's because their faces don't develop like regular humans.
Yeah, but some of them do. Like, I feel like most of them do. Or they get like weird large foreheads and like fucking weird chins.
Yeah, because their body's weird.
Yeah, which is not what we're looking for. We're looking for like normal kind of looking children like that aren't children. She looks kind of like a child.
I don't think so.
So we need to find people of her village of wherever the fuck she came from. You muted yourself. But wherever the fuck she pops up from and wherever her parents are, which they're probably normal fucking size, which we're gonna have to figure out her genome and fucking get some extra in there. So. Either way, I think she's selfish for not fucking seeing the bigger picture here and helping out humanity and fucking catching up these birds. And I guarantee you, in a couple years, we're gonna find out some fuck shit about fucking old boy over there.
What do you think so?
I think so. I have a hunch.
Okay.
I got a hunch.
I got a hunch.
I got a hunch. I'm telling you, bro.
Man. He might be in it for the money. You know what I mean? She famous. She got a little bit of clout. And all he gotta do is just sit back. Yeah, we're gonna sign a couple books. We're gonna have a TV show about us. People gonna want to know about our lives. Hell, you interested? You think you're a fucking creep. So you definitely gonna want to watch.
Bro, there's no way you're just like walking down the street, like gonna go get some ice cream today. Like, there's no way you're holding hands and fucking like kissing on her and like you're walking down the street. There's no way.
But how is this any different?
Because if you saw that walking down the street, you would not run over and tee off on dude. Like, yo, what are you doing with this child? For real?
Bro, I don't think I don't know.
Bro, he's gonna be walking with her with one of those fucking baby harnesses when she's on his chest. I'm telling you. Or he's gonna be using her as a backpack.
Oh no, man.
And they don't look enough to you could be like, yo, there might be father and daughter there. And then he starts making out with her, and you're like, whoa, what are you doing? I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah, I don't.
Exactly, that's a problem. In public, like, and also as dude, like, unless he is in for the money, and like they maybe have some like prerequisite, like this is what we're gonna do. Then like, why? I don't understand like how you could be putting yourself in the fucking firefight like that, because you know when you leave the crib with this bitch on your fucking back harness, that like people are gonna be like, yo, what are you doing? Are you all related? How old is she? You go into a bar to go get some drinks. I'm gonna need to see your ID, little lady. So this is gonna be a problem. I mean, granted, maybe the clout, but like, you go into a fucking, I don't know what they do for a living. Besides, probably
she has a TV show.
There's a whole TV show.
Yeah, it's called I'm Shauna Ray. That's what I'm saying. Like, maybe he's just in it for the exposure. The bread,
also apparently that dude is the producer of said show.
Oh, now is he now?
Supposedly, that's what I've heard through the grapevine somewhere. Like, don't quote me because I don't know.
You could probably
look it up.
Find out on IMDb. Who the
I've done no sleuthing on this. I've only heard allegations and I'm running with them
because
I think she's the Batman that we need. I'm telling you, bro. She could be the fucking kid commander.
The kid
out here
commander.
Fucking catching these preds. She could be the Arnold Schwarzenegger of Predator fucking hunting. Said, oh, come over to my tea party. But apparently she's supposedly getting like tattoos or some shit. So we're gonna have to stop that.
Producers. Here we go. How do we? What? I don't need to become a member to read this.
Yeah, it's either firewalling you. They're hiding it. I don't want you to know that he's fucking got skeletons in his closet.
He's got skeletons in his closet.
Tell you, look at his backlog. We've probably got some other weird shit like fucking My 600-Pound Life or some shit like that. Or like Hoarders. I don't understand Hoarders either. That shit's wild.
Oh, all right. So Robert Williams, is that him?
The comedian that hung himself fucking 7 years ago?
Motherfucker, is that the guy that she's dating?
You're gonna make me do fucking work.
I thought you at least had that.
No,
I will know.
Literally found all of it. Yeah, I didn't even know her name.
Yeah, it's like, what am I thinking? I don't know.
Dan Swigart?
Nope.
SWY Gart.
Nope.
That guy doesn't scream fucking creep.
Yeah, he's at least not a producer on the show.
Oh, I heard that somewhere. Maybe it was maybe it was the documentary.
He's not even dating her.
Supposedly they are.
It says that
good friend.
It says the two kissed, and they haven't put a label on their connection.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that. That's bullshit. Fuck out of here. I don't want to hear that. Well, even if they are, Batman.
Yeah, well, you
telling you, bro. Maybe she's
You
got too much clout now, though.
probably.
So we need a time machine. I don't know. I think we could. People. Predators didn't even know who Chris Hansen was. They were coming in the crib. Come on, they don't know these fucking things. They're too busy in fucking Roblox fucking chat rooms trying to get these kills. If you didn't know who Chris Hansen was and you were walking in to catch a predator,
how many of them?
Every single one of the episodes didn't know who he was. Every single one. How many episodes of fucking To Catch a Predator are there? Let's find out. How many episodes?
I think they were just more shocked, like, oh shit, like some of them.
Nobody, never. I've seen a bunch of them, and I watch. Like, I'll just listen to them at work because I find them hilarious. Never once have I heard be like, "Oh shit, you're Chris Hansen," and been like, "Oh fuck." Never once.
There's definitely been a time. I definitely remember a couple where they were like, "Oh shit." And they ran out the crib, but I definitely also remember a bunch of them where they're like, "Oh, I have no idea who the fuck you are." But I felt like those were more in like rural areas, and also you gotta think that was a different time. Like the internet wasn't the internet now. You don't have fucking cameras everywhere.
It was 2006. It wasn't that fucking long ago. I mean, granted, it was fucking a while ago.
A lot has changed since 2006.
I don't hear that, man. There's no way. I mean, yeah, if you're the fucking season 1. There was 11 episodes of season 1, which was in. Oh, well, actually, hold on. We got 04. Yeah, it went for 7. It went from 04 to 07. So.
Yeah, nigga, I was still in high school. Technology was not what it is now.
Yeah, but you think like they would have like this weird like a ring of fucking Predos, or just knowing stuff.
Yeah.
Telling you, I think it would be like, yo, especially it was on like Dateline NBC. These motherfuckers didn't turn on the news.
No, because they're too busy in chat rooms trying to talk to little kids. But also the news wasn't like that back then. Like it just wasn't as readily available. Like
I need to find some new fucking Chris Hansen.
Cameras ain't sure everywhere. Motherfuckers wasn't recording everything.
Gotta be fucking episodes or shows because he's done other shows that weren't To Catch a Predator. So,
right.
I need to find one of them where the guy comes in and he's like, "Oh shit, aren't you Chris Hansen?" And then like the cops just fucking tackle him because they're like, "Oh, the jig is up."
Oh, the jig is up. The jig's already up.
Oh, I know, but like at the same time, like none of them was like, "Oh shit, you're Chris Hansen." Yo, let me shake your hand. Let me get an autograph or some shit. There was the one guy who tried to offer him pizza. He showed up with pizza. He was like, "Oh, you want a slice of pizza?" He's like, "No, I'm good."
Yeah, that was a good time.
Yeah, good TV back in the day, man. You don't get shit like that. Now you get remakes of Alvin and the Chipmunk, the Rugrats, and Proud Family, and I don't know what other fucking TV shows are. But TV is fucking weird now. TV's weird.
I can tell you. I only watch streaming services, and they are pretty good still.
Yeah, which like a lot of the new shit was just pretty much just remakes of old. Like, have you seen like that '90s show?
Like the original? Like I don't know if there's a remake.
It's a remake of that '70s show, which you've definitely seen back in the day.
Fucking Christ!
This is the continuation of that show. So I
didn't even pay attention to what the fuck you said.
Yeah, the name.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I've seen this. Yeah, okay. Jesus Christ. Okay, so there's a That's 90 show.
Yeah, where it's taking place in the '90s.
I'm good.
Eric and Donna have a daughter named Layla, or Leia from Star Wars, and then you still have Red and Kitty as the like now grandparents. It's super scuffed. Like it's literally just a member berry kind of thing for like. It's the whole thing, but like then I was thinking about it. I was like, so what are we going to be doing in like 20 years from now, when all of these ideas of all like when you're now redoing like redos of redos, like it's just super scuffed. Like it's just wild. You can't make up any original ideas.
Well, that's not. No, I mean, it also, I don't know, like to say there's no original ideas. What hasn't been already thought of by somebody? There's 8 billion people on the planet. Like,
yeah, I wonder how many movies there are. There's 8 billion people on the planet. How many movies are there? And like, granted, I'm not counting like YouTube fucking series and shit. So
There's probably billions.
there probably is a lot.
Yeah, because you're not even thinking indie and stuff that you've just never even thought of that came out in Pakistan yesterday. Like,
Well, that would be like Bollywood kind of films and like shit like that. So, but like granted, premises and shit can be reused. You just tell the story a little different. Or like even if you don't, you like have you seen the new Scooby Doo shit?
no.
So there's a new Scooby Doo shit.
I know
now.
about it. Velma's gay.
Yeah, Velma's an Indian bitch. Shaggy's now a black dude that dates Scooby, which is a fucking chick now. So,
What?
yeah, Scooby Doo is now not a dog. Scooby is a girl, I think,
Yeah,
that's dating
heard
Shaggy.
Scooby wasn't in it.
And it's getting like terrible reviews because people that would like watched it as a franchise, like apparently it's also super terrible. Like it's just nothing but like feminism jokes and like saying that Fred's got small dicks and like
yeah, I heard that.
Yeah,
I think that's
it's-
like a running joke theme. And
Yeah.
like,
and it's just
super wild.
badly done. It's just like, oh, we're just gonna throw it out there, like, and this is the end of the sentence. Yeah, Fred's got a small dick. Like it's shit like that. So
Yeah, we're just out here body shaming. That's cool. 2024.
yeah, and then like the actress that plays Velma's like, I can't believe that people are like can't imagine Velma as like a witty Indian chick. Like, well, no, that's not the problem. The problem is that you took a beloved franchise and now you've made it into some feminist movement.
Right. We
Like-
didn't need to know that Velma was a lesbian or wasn't a
Yeah,
lesbian.
we don't care
didn't
about your
care.
sexual orientation. We want
Yeah.
Scooby Doo to get treats because he solves mysteries. That's it. That's what the fucking show is about.
The only relationship that we ever thought of was fucking Fred and what's her
Daphne.
name? Daphne, yeah.
Yeah.
Like that was it.
Yeah.
Everything else was Scooby and Shaggy, they're just homies.
They're just best
lit.
friends. They're owner and best
Velma,
friend.
She's a nerd and she's
Probably
an
also
introvert.
getting the dick from Fred every once in a while when Daphne's on the fucking rag.
Possibly.
That's how
I was
I always
just-
thought about it.
Yeah, I always just thought
Me,
she was a nerd
Daphne, and Velma are
introvert.
going to go this way. Scooby and Shaggy, you go that way. Oh, okay. So, but no, you didn't need to do it. You didn't need to know it. I didn't need to know about Scooby and Shaggy's fucking now relationship. That now he's a black guy that isn't a stoner anymore. So I think that's the real problem.
I mean, you could also argue though there's a reimagination.
Yeah, but then you did something to yourself again. But like either way, like even if you're doing reimaginations, like just create new characters. Like don't take old characters and then like, oh well, this is like when you were watching. So what you're saying is like somebody as a child watched Scooby Doo and was like one night in bed dreamt this shit.
Okay. Well, maybe not.
That's what I'm saying.
But also I think a lot of the problem is we're old and we want what we want and it's not made for us and we are self-entitled and we feel as it should be. They're like, oh, you're remaking the Rugrats or the Rugrats is coming back, and then you watch and you're like, oh wait, what is this? Why is this like this? And like, this isn't for you. Like, sure, it has the name and everything, but it's now this next generation's Rugrats.
But like,
It's
why
not
is
for
it
you,
going to
old
still
head.
be? Why is it now going to be like? It'll now be 3D modeled, and just be like the storylines are just bad. The writing is just
But
bad.
it's but if you were to watch, like, I've rewatched old Rugrats like from my childhood, and I'm like, oh yeah, Rugrats is lit. I watch it, I'm like, yeah, this is fucking dumb.
Yeah, it's
but I'm like-
dumb, but like as a child, it makes sense. Like you're not there was
Right.
agenda stuff put into
Right.
the shows. That's what I'm getting at. Like there's adult themed things that are also
No, there
in these
was.
shows.
Nah, there definitely was episodes of kid shows that were like, you could say, oh, there's a message here or a racial undertone there, and I'm like, I didn't pick up on it as a kid because I didn't know. But now that as I'm an adult and like I have this brain, I'm like, oh shit, how I see what they did there. Or, oh, I never noticed that this episode was talking about race.
Yeah,
or
but then
like,
what I'm saying is that like those things are undertone kind of things. Like those things are jokes in the background that you as an adult would be able to pick up on.
No, I'm not even talking about jokes in the background. I'm talking about like episodes that would like have the race talk or whatever talk, and I
Yeah,
never
but if you
picked up on
weren't
it
an
as
adult, you wouldn't pick up on it because it was
that's my
well
point.
written.
That's my point. Us as an adults watching kid shows now, we're pointing out the agendas because we're looking at it with an adult brain. The kids aren't.
Not when
The kids are
Velma is
just
saying that Fred has a small dick.
that's not made for kids. That's just made for
Ah,
young adults. I'm not
I don't
putting my
know.
fucking 6-year-old in front of that. But I'm talking about like the newer generation, like I said, the Rugrats type shit, like the shit that's reimagined that you're like, oh, bro, why did they fucking make? It's not for you. It's not
Yeah, I
for us. We want
understand that it's not
that.
for us.
Then go watch old Scooby Doo if you want Velma to be white and Scooby to be a dog. Go watch that. That's for
I
you.
just want Scooby as a dog. I don't care if Velma's white, black, purple,
Then go
fucking
watch
yellow.
that. Like that's the beauty. Like it's not made for that. Like if you have the option to watch whatever, and this is for the people. It was their idea. It's like I don't know.
But then the problem
We're
is that
old.
like people are stupid will then see a cartoon on TV. Like I don't know. Have you ever watched Adventure Time, the regular
Yeah,
show, and shit like that? Gumball.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Love it.
none of that is for children. But somebody would put their kid in front of that, thinking like, "Oh, it's just a cartoon."
Hold on.
There's a bunch of dumb white people out here that will just fucking
Hold
plant a
on.
kid in front of a TV and say, "Okay,
But
babysitter,"
but Adventure
and not
Time
watch
was
the
a
same.
kid. Adventure Time was a kid show.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it
No,
was.
it's
Fuck
not.
out of
Get out of
Yes, it
here, bro.
was.
You're
Yes,
not
it
going to tell me
was.
that Adventure Time is a child show.
Now, what do you consider a child? Because I'm talking like niggas was watching that shit in like high school and
Yeah,
shit.
because that's when it was coming out. But we, as older people, we realized that there were things in the show that weren't for children.
Oh, well, that's all kid shows. You got to throw something in there for the adult because the adult will pick up on it with their adult brain. Like that's why like your mom and dad or whatever watch Disney movies and shit because there were little nuggets for the parents. They'd be like, I get that joke.
Yeah, but not
And the
when the
kids
regular
just
show when the fucking gorilla is fighting his depression. Like,
that's Eeyore. Eeyore is fighting depression all of Winnie the
no,
Pooh.
no, 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 no.
He
Eeyore
was.
is depression.
Same
Different.
difference. No, it's not the same
You could
thing.
just think that he's just sad. He's just Eeyore. He's missing his tail. His house is made of sticks and falls down on him. He's not. He lives a shit life. It's hard out here to be Eeyore, bro.
Oscar the Grouch.
There's a bear walking around with no pants on that lives in a fucking tree eating honey all day with a tiny pig, armadillo thingy.
Yeah.
This guy's out here struggling. Everybody else has got houses. This guy's got
Yes.
sticks, and his tail comes off, and it's fucking raining all the fucking time wherever he's at. It's rough out here for Eeyore.
It is. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, man. Like niggas say he cares.
Anything you're gonna deal with a motherfucker like Tigger? No, fuck out of here, bro. I understand. I fucking registered with fucking Eeyore, bro.
Tigger was
He hit right
essentially
here.
ADHD.
He was.
Motherfucker just hopping around. All the energy in the world. But anyway, fucking other crazy stories that have been around. You see the Nancy Pelosi husband body cam.
What?
Yeah, so
Are you talking about from the DUI thing?
Nah, when he got cracked in the head by the boy that broke in the house.
Wait, he was wearing a body cam?
No, the police. Nigga.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking that this is the video of him getting smacked in the face. Like he's in the crib and fucking dudes coming in at him like bang.
No, you see that motherfucker get smacked in his head though. He got
Wait, the
smacked
cops were there?
Yes. So you didn't see the body cam?
No, I actually.
Okay. All right.
Can I pull it up? Where can I find it? Where can I find this fucking body cam?
You can type it in anywhere. Just type in, yeah,
Like Twitter?
Google. Yeah, Twitter probably. I definitely saw it on Twitter. Saw it on Instagram. I seen it on YouTube. It's a wild fucking video, like, but it's definitely like as much as you're like fuck.
I love when I
fuck the
type in
Pelosi's.
his like it's just Pelosi's husband. The first thing that comes up, actually, the only thing that comes up is Pelosi's husband investment.
Ooh, Russia's got a new jet. Says it. Apparently, it's a terrifying nightmare. I'm all for it. Let's go, Russia. Let's go, Russia.
Do a share screen. We'll share the audio as well.
Yeah, his video includes graphic scenes. There's
So
no
wait, he's
audio.
already in the crib?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. There's no audio. Also. Slept him.
What?
Yeah, yeah. Pelosi had no pants on. Like, bro, why don't you have no pants on? I mean, I guess you could have been asleep, but like,
Or he was
nah,
there.
it's nah,
No?
nah. I was gonna say, as much as you don't, as much as it's like, fuck the Pelosi's, like, this is the one
Called a
time they're
little
like,
escort service, come on, get his
like,
little pee-pee sucked
nah,
off, then he wouldn't
no,
pay.
because you
Ask for
see on
investment
the
advice and you wouldn't give it up.
there's another angle, not no, like of the house security cameras where you see the guy like wandering onto the property, like he puts something down and picks, like I guess grabs the
Or
hammer
that
out and then
cop
kicks.
definitely just put a finger in that dude's ass too. He
You see
definitely did.
that? And like he kicks in the fucking door and like breaks in the fucking house and shit. Like, and he was just like on the
What?
911 call, he's very calm. The guy even gives his name, like Pelosi's husband's on the phone with dispatch, and he's like, yeah, this guy's here in the house.
Oh,
He's here
what's your
waiting.
name, buddy?
Here, he was right next to him. He's here waiting for my wife, and she's like, "What's his name?" And he's like, "What's your name?" He's like, and you hear the guy, David, nigga. Nigga, okay, you clearly crazy as a bitch, and you were
Yo,
just willing to sit there in the house
my man
waiting
is
for Nancy to get
fucking
home to kill
wild.
Nancy. That's what he wanted.
The Pape admitted everything and showed no remorse.
Yeah, he just wanted to kill Nancy. If her husband wasn't home, he would have just been there waiting by himself, and then probably crush both of their skulls.
But then at the same time, like you broke into this bull's house and he's there. The first immediate thing that you do isn't smack old head up. Like, oh,
No,
he's there as
crazy.
Batman. Like, I'm not here for you.
He's crazy.
You get free.
He's
I'm not here for
mentally
you.
insane. Bro, anytime
I'm here to kill your wife.
the niggas on the phone with 911 and you're on the phone with 911, like, bro, he opened the door. You didn't peep that?
Yeah,
He opened
I
the door for
realized that
police.
he's opened the door and he's
Yeah.
like, and what's his name is holding the hammer. Like,
he's holding the
fucking
hammer, but he's also got a drink in his hand. He's got a drink in his other hand.
Did he have a drink in his hand? I didn't see
Yeah.
that. So you're now telling me that this dude was getting served a drink.
No, Pelosi
Husband
had a drink in his hand and one hand on the hammer. So he couldn't have opened the door. So it had to be the crazy man to open the door for the police.
Oh, yeah, he does.
Yeah,
he's got a couple.
You know, he's even more fucking crazy.
Well, maybe he like what I'm thinking is like
me.
maybe he opened. He's had to open the door because he's too far back. Unless he like jumped back as soon as like the door started opening. But like he started opening the door on with the one hand and then immediately went back towards the hammer. Because then the old boy fucking grabs his arm, which is a dumbass idea. You gotta go for the karate chop on the fucking wrist. Get that fucking handle release.
I don't think he wanted to get shot. I don't know. Motherfucker's crazy, clearly. But yeah, that's the one time you're like, ah, damn. Oh shit, that's yeah. You don't know if there's any riots tonight, do you?
Not that I know
of. Okay.
I don't think I've seen many riots.
That body cam video came out of some black bull getting killed by a bunch of other black cops. So motherfuckers was talking about protesting and rioting and shit tonight. So I ain't see nothing. To come across no feeds or nothing.
Yeah, I'm sure not mean nothing.
They fired him and they charged him with murder already. So I don't know what you would riot about. Justice, right? That's all you can really do.
I mean, isn't the idea? Like, I think also it's not as racially charged either. Because if it's a bunch of black cops, it's black on black crime. So, like,
right. I would have loved to see the riots. Like, hey, y'all keep that same fucking energy when, you know, I mean, if it's really about fuck the police,
it's
black, clearly. But
it never was. It was because people were cooped up in the crib and couldn't go nowhere. That's what it was really about.
No, I think if this were a bunch of white cops, niggas would be rioting. But
yeah, probably.
It's more racial. It's more not fuck the police. It's more fuck white people. And it's like, oh, now it's clear. If you people aren't out here rioting for this, well then
it's just fuck black on black crime, huh? Pretty much.
Well, yeah, that's always the status quo, at least for white people. No, damn, y'all don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
That's
'cause
why
we
y'all
don't
don't.
riot when white people kill white people. We don't riot when people kill people. People kill people all the time. That's nothing changed. That's been the way of life since people existed. So,
Hundred
and it'll be
percent,
a continuing thing for
maybe.
till the ends of time until everybody is wiped off this planet. People will kill people.
That's not
Animals kill
necessarily
animals.
true
So, why wouldn't people kill people?
because we're better than animals,
We're just better
and you
at
never
killing
know.
things.
You never know. We might transcend. Um, I seen something. It was a movie. I think it was a fucking movie. Yeah, it was a movie on Netflix, and it was like we were the species. We were an offspring of like an alien humanoid species that had like perfected like life and everything, and they didn't have any war or anything until they fucked around and let loose this virus that ended up trying to take over the galaxy and shit. I don't fucking remember. But
This is a sci-fi movie.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, 100%. But like you could essentially perfect it to where like niggas aren't killing each other no more. Like I don't know what that would take,
It
but
would
you could
take an
probably
outside
probably
enemy.
do it.
That's what it would probably take.
Nah, because that would only last for so long. I'm talking about a permanent thing. Like I don't know what it would take for people to never kill, to purposely kill ever again. I don't. But I think it could be achieved.
I don't
I
think
don't.
so.
I do.
I don't think there's any like reason that they wouldn't still do it. Because like the whole thing behind it is like you have what I need, so I'm going to kill you for what you have. Or you've done something to me because emotions then get involved, or like, and then boom, now I'm going to take your life because
I
emotions are
get
involved.
it, but maybe there's a way to get rid of emotions. That's what I'm saying. Like you don't know. I don't know what could happen in the future. I mean, well, hell, who knows what with Elon's Neuralink and what can be spawned off of that? Like, but maybe we could turn off emotions so we're all just fucking numb, and it's just.
But that's
Uh,
what
I
makes
don't-
the human experience human. That was what makes the difference
but
between
that's
human
also
and
but
lion.
that's the fear of the neuro that people have with the Neuralink though. It's not going to make the human experience anymore. And I mean, at some point you have to advance to where this human thing of flesh isn't a thing anymore because this dies. And the idea is to live longer. So the idea is to transport this into something that's not going to die. That's the goal, and that's
Yeah,
what's
but
going to happen. So I don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't know how long it would be and what could that could mean, but I could. It's a possibility to where you could
it's
have
definitely a
a
possibility. But I
thing.
feel like at that point, like, I don't know if there'd be like you would find such success from that. Because like if you integrate the brain with like computer pieces and you have access to the internet and all these types of experiences, then like you then become a supercomputer. So like you could then create and experience anything that you want to in life. So like once you've experienced everything that you possibly could, there's going to be boredom, and then like in the boredom, you're going to want death because you're not going to want to keep continue to do it all. You're not going to want to wake up and work the 9 to 5 or like the
Well,
mundane. Like, granted, even if you're not working, like most of the unhappiest people are the richest people in the world that don't know, like that don't can't do anything because they've done
now,
everything. So like you have to keep continuing to
so
create new experiences for people to want to
so
experience.
come back to that
If you have
again.
infinite lifetimes to go do all this shit, then you're gonna make things lazier. It's like, oh, I have the
So
time to do
hold
this.
on. So the counter to that is again not knowing what's the future holds, but just keeping on the track that we're going currently. Space travel will be a thing a lot sooner than later. So I don't so if the universe is real and it's infinite, then no, you can't do everything because you could travel to every planet and every galaxy like
Yeah, but now you're
and then
talking about like consciousness to being infinite.
What do you mean?
Like, because if you could download your brain into another body, like, did you ever see the what was that fucking show?
Altered Carbon.
Altered Carbon. First season was
Yeah.
great. Second season was butt cheeks.
First season was amazing. Didn't
Yeah.
watch second season.
Yeah,
'cause
don't.
They
It's butt cheeks.
they switch characters.
Yeah,
I, was
it's-
like, I don't want to follow this black guy. Who the fuck
Same
is this
thing
bull?
that happened with The Last of Us. Fuck that.
Yeah,
Fuck that. Bullshit. That's
feel
why I
you.
don't support that.
I feel you.
Same fucking thing. I was so mad. It was like, oh, I just downloaded my brain into this guy. This guy's not nearly as cool.
Right.
And now it became some weird love story between you and some fucking chick that you've been hunting down. Like, which
Yeah.
granted it was the beginning of the first one, but like, and they led into that. But like, it was mainly like, oh, we're experiencing all this cool shit. And these rich people and like,
Yeah.
I was like, this is dope. And then it was like, oh,
so
this
think
is
if
lame
the
now.
first one. So think if we could ever get to a future like that, like you didn't see any of them fucking trying to fucking off their shit, and they were like, "Yo, I've been alive for a fuck ton of years, and I'm still cruising."
Yeah, and then that one dude was like, oh, well, then we also imprisoned his fucking personality for eons because of like war crimes and some shit like that. So like, but like, as you can keep continuing your life, like, and just downloading it to the new bodies, which another part of that also Altered Carbon problem was like, I didn't like the fact that it was jumping between this Asian dude, which was then the white dude, and then the black dude. And then we kept jumping back from the black dude to the Asian dude to tell the story of the Asian.
Season 2.
Yeah, it was fucking
Yeah,
it's so
no,
bad. Like, they could have
Yeah,
kept
good.
going with that like show if they just made the black guy like, okay, like we now are trying to fix the prologue or like
What
tell a
happened to
prologue
the white
story.
guy? What was wrong with the white guy?
He died, like his body died or whatever. So then they re-downloaded his consciousness out of the body. Yeah, because he fights his sister at the end of the
right.
which is the
Okay.
Asian bitch. And
Yeah.
you're like, wait a minute, how the fuck is that your sister? You're white. She's Asian. You're like,
Yeah.
oh well, I was an Asian guy before. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's how that happens. And then the second season is just like you just kind of, I guess maybe with the first season you didn't get renewed for like 5 or 6 seasons, so you're like, all right, well I guess this is the ending we're gonna go with. So, but either way, like if you're just able to download your consciousness, then you can then experience all these things as they go on through time. Like you could then experience. You muted yourself again somehow, but like you'll just be continuing this life endlessly. So, and then if like you get into a spot where like things are bad, or like your consciousness is now being imprisoned in a fucking block for the next fucking 1,000 years, like it's gonna be like that, like the old dude coming out of Shawshank Redemption when he came out and he saw cars and he was like, "What the fuck is this shit?" And then he ended up hanging himself.
But in my original thing, there was no crime, so you wouldn't be in prison.
Well, there's going to be
Because-
crime. Wherever we go, there's going to be rules set in place by the people who have power and want power. And yeah, there'll always be that fucking shift, that paradigm. There will never be some absolute freedom where like you could just explore the stars. And I mean, you could as like a bounty hunter or whatever, or like a space cadet or some fucking crazy shit. But I don't fucking know. We're talking about fucking sci-fi stuff now.
I got faith in Elon. We trust, and
It's definitely not. Altered Carbon's definitely not happening in our lifetime. But
no. But I'm saying like in Elon,
we get
I
that
trust,
sweet embrace of cold death.
Like, he's gonna like lay the groundwork for like a lot of shit that's gonna like be for fucking generations and generations and generations. Like,
Yeah, I'm
we're
sure
living
that,
in
like, if we
fucking
don't
space
wipe-
stations and shit.
Yeah, if we don't wipe
Like-
ourselves out before that, I'm sure that's the trajectory in which we're trying to get to.
Babe,
but-
I honestly wouldn't be surprised if like this is gonna be on some like Tony Stark shit, but like they do send rockets and Elon just sends up like a fucking like impenetrable like force field like over America. Like it just wouldn't surprise me. You just be like, what the fuck? Like and you just be like, yeah, I was working on some things and testing some things out, and I don't know. Like, what if all those satellites he's been shooting up are just some like
Do you think if like Elon wasn't autistic, like he would be Tony Stark, like he would kind of live like that?
maybe I don't know, maybe.
Because I feel like he doesn't do like the billionaire bad boy whatever philanthropy kind of thing. Oh, I can't fucking say that goddamn word.
Well, the lamp.
But like,
Yeah.
that's a clip.
What?
But like, I feel like since he's like autistic or whatever, like he can't express himself that way. Like I feel like he kind of thinks of himself as like Iron Man, but like he can't be the actual Iron Man because like Robert Downey Jr. did such a great job of it, of portraying.
Right. Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that.
I mean, if you got all that fucking money and like, I mean, granted, the funds might not be exactly like that, but like, he just has probably different interests than what we would think or what the character Tony Stark has. So he might be thinking about some fucking over the world kind of space shit like that, but he ain't gonna do it in like some super cool way. So
maybe like, we don't know. We never had. I'm just like on some nuclear shit. Like you would never know until, and it would just be like, I don't know. I was working on some shit. I got all these satellites. You know, me and NASA, and like I don't. You know,
Space Force Field.
What super secret, top secret shit that they're ever working on? Like you just until it happens, you're just like, oh, I didn't know we were fucking working on this. Or like, the fuck?
Yeah, true that.
You hear about this asteroid that might hit us?
I feel like this is a story like every like couple of years, or like almost every year. Like, oh, well, NASA says that we've seen through a telescope. With the calculations, this asteroid's heading our way, and then it could be fucking world ending.
Well, it's gonna pass by tech, but it's gonna enter our atmosphere, so it's gonna be that fucking close.
See, I want one that's like the size of the fucking moon. I want a fucking big boy fucking rock.
Oh, they say you'll definitely be able to see it, because it's gonna be in our atmosphere, so you'll definitely be able to look up and see a fucking streaking fireball going across the sky. But if you know what they say about asteroids, like they're on a fucking swivel type. Yeah, so like they always come closer usually each time. So like if it's in our atmosphere this time, I don't know when the fucking next time is gonna come, but it's gonna be then fucking closer.
Yeah,
which
a few hundred years from now.
Maybe.
I mean, I don't know what I don't know how often Halley's Comet shows up. I think that's like once every 25 or 50 years. So
that motherfucker could come crashing. Like I feel like we could have some shit like that. Like I feel like all them satellites, space is a fucking thing. All them satellites doing something other than just fucking sending off cell phone signals. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised. You know what I mean?
Maybe all those old space movies were getting us ready. Some people are gonna have to go up in a space shuttle and plant nukes on a fucking asteroid.
All that money that we pay to NASA in taxes, they better be fucking doing something. That Space Force shit, they better be fucking doing something.
I want to get a Space Force flag, and I'm gonna put it up back here.
That'd be dope.
I was in a pizza place just on Thursday, and like I was looking, I saw they had a couple American flags, like the American flag, then the thin blue line American flag, then they had the armed forces flag. And I was like, huh, we got Navy, Army, Marine Corps, and Air Force. Where's Space Force, man? Then I was looking up to see if there's Space Force. Space Force flag is pretty lit. I think it's pretty lit. Space Force. Like some straight Star Trek Enterprise kind of looking flag, but it's fucking dope.
It definitely is. It definitely looks like some Star Trek shit. People weren't very creative. It was definitely some nerds sitting around like, where can we get this thing to make?
I know one thing though. If I was fucking a kid like in high school, definitely signing up for Space Force. Fucking get free college out of that? What? Give me that.
Reword that.
If I was an 18-year-old in high school and I was going to sign up for
there you go.
Service?
There you go. Sounds better. You said if I was fucking a kid in high school.
Oh, yeah. No.
I would be. I was like,
beep.
No, don't. No.
Pause. If I was Dwayne Schwartz or whatever fuck his name.
Speaking about fucking kids, though, you hear about those two gay guys?
What?
No, you hear about these two gay guys? They adopted some kids and then they were pimping out these fucking kids.
See?
I know it's a double it's a double dipper as far as fuck them gays. They shouldn't have
So
kids.
now we're talking about it's the LGBTQ plus or LGB barbecues, and the fucking are now predators also.
Yeah,
That's wild.
yeah. It's fucking nuts. Kids were like 9 and 11.
That's fucking crazy, bro.
Right?
We live in a
I'll
wild
get
fucking
it.
world, bro.
Yeah, I'll get it.
Do you know anything about chat CPT?
No.
Oh, so apparently there's this new thing that's on the internet that's
C. You said CTP?
yeah, I was watching a Rogan fucking GPT, Chat GPT. It's an optimized language model. So like you can type it a couple of different things and like apparently you can like ask it to write you code of like to like make me a game that does like this. And like it'll write me the code to a game that you do this. And then it'll then produce it. Like it's a computer AI that's on the internet that like apparently like has done some crazy things. I don't know any, but like I was watching a Rogan interview where he was talking to some fucking scientist about it, and like the problem with this thing is that it's basically like the baby version of Skynet, or like the baby version of Ex Machina.
Gotcha.
Which you've seen Ex Machina, right?
Yeah.
So watch that
That's
movie,
fun.
High on Acid, and tell me how you feel about it.
That's fun. You know, that could also happen before we ever make it anywhere. We
I
can
want to
make
learn.
it.
Try.
We can make AI that is gonna kill us before we can make
I
it
have to
into
pay
space.
for this?
Which would fucking suck for them, for the people alive at that time. You could be on some iRobot shit. That's the thing with iRobot. You never got to see anything about like flying cars or anything like what space was like. It was just all about the robots taking over. You know what I mean?
I'm about to try this shit right now, live.
There you go. There you go. That's always
Reddit.
seeing thing.
I don't know. I'll figure this out next time so that way I can. Maybe I'll have it write us an intro for our podcast, or I'll make us a song. I think one of the problems was like that people were like asking this thing to create art and shit, like the AI art stuff, and people were fucking all up in arms about
it. I can see that. I can see that because people love the bitch.
I don't know. I'm not getting the verified link, so as of right now. So this will be on a back burner for next week's episode. I'll mess around with it and have it like because somebody had to like make a rap song, and like you could pretty much fake being a rapper with this thing, or like you could fake pretty much any job. Like it'll create like you could send it like 3 tweets apparently from like anybody's like Twitter, and it will write a like New York Times article.
Interesting.
Like it's you could replace all New York Times like or like the modern newspaper with this robot. And like it's crazy that like granted I know AI has been like getting worked on and stuff, but like we've never had something that's this advanced be like let to the public. Like even like with like baby AI stuff, like we haven't had anything like you it tries I don't know, you ask it like I don't even know how to like fucking like question it.
Interesting.
Oh, maybe that's why. I think I registered it wrong. Log in or sign up.
Ugh.
Retention. Open email. Maybe it's like a time thing. Either way, I don't know. Well, I'll try and do some figuring out. But like somebody had told it to do like writing raps and shit like that, and like it like made like fucking sick shit, or like make beats, or like code games, or like people who are coders, or like figure out ways to like hack shit. Write fucking code to help you do that. Like it's fucking wild. But like it's basically baby Skynet. Like once it gets unleashed to like it only has a certain vocabulary, like a limited vocabulary of language that it has right now. So like and it uses like some algorithm to try and predict the next word that you want out of it.
Mhm.
But like if you unleash the thing onto like everything that's ever been written on the internet, it could get fucking wild.
Gotcha.
Like how far does something go to become sentient and like start figuring out shit and like then start manipulating you to do things? Because like as humans have emotions, so they can be manipulated into thinking things based on feeling, not based on
Right.
like what's going on or what the
Right.
facts are. So like
Figure out a way to get rid of emotions.
yeah, but like if the thing that doesn't have emotions then manipulates us in destroying ourselves, like that's what I'm talking about. Like we might not even experience the World War thing of like Russia and Ukraine because there's gonna be this fucking chat robot that fucking or algorithm that becomes sentient, becomes downloads itself into some fucking form, into like a machine form, and
Now,
then
why
boom,
wouldn't they just send
China.
off? Why wouldn't somebody just hack that and then like start a world war?
Because it's based on it won't like hack Twitter and like do shit like that. Like there's protocols in involved, like the iRobot, like you have the three protocols, like you can't
Oh,
hurt people. It's got like
there's a
that
lot.
basic principles, but like
Gotcha.
yeah, I mean it's who knows where it can go. It's the start of something that you might not be able to handle eventually. So that's just
Yeah,
what I'm
well,
getting to.
you can shut it down with the internet.
That's what you think.
Everything
Till it
runs on
figures
the
out
internet.
some way to fucking well, it will always survive because it's on the internet.
That's fine.
It'll
We just
always
don't turn
be
it on
there
the
somewhere.
internet. You just don't turn it on the internet.
What do you mean? We are on the internet right now. We're not
Oh
turning
well,
it off.
sure you can turn it off.
Who's turning it off?
Whoever turns it on.
It's okay. All right. Well, on this note, we're gonna get out of here because you obviously are fucking gone and done. So
I'm just, I'm just saying that's what you would
I'm
do.
telling you, there's no guy at the beginning of the day that comes on clocks in a shift and flips a switch.
No, there's a guy that's always there to fucking make sure the internet's like when like you just like randomly have no internet real quick, like and you're like, what the fuck's going on? Like there's somebody pulling out the fucking cord on the big fucking router and then plugging it back in.
Yeah, he's DDoS in the lobbies.
No, he's helping because sometimes your router just fucks up and loses connection to shit. So like this guy's just it's a router, so it just fucks up one time
So
and
you think there's
he's
just like one giant fucking server somewhere that just houses all the
yes,
internet?
yes.
Okay,
That makes the most sense.
that's
Yes.
not how it works, but I mean, I don't know how it works either. So you could
Okay,
be
there you
possibly
go.
right. So, but on that note, this has been another episode of the No Fucks Podcast. Thank you for chipping in and watching and fucking giving us your fucking time and effort. If you've watched any of this and want to support us, please hit the like and subscribe button over on YouTube. We can be
Yeah,
found at
hit
No
that
Fucks
thing.
Podcast, all one word on YouTube. Should be able to find
One
it
word.
pretty easily.
You can find it.
I'll also be posting this on Anchor and
Yes, you
Spotify,
will.
wherever you can be finding podcasts.
Wherever you listen.
Please let us know if we think that girl is selfish and that she could be the Batman that we deserve or that we need to save these children. And I don't know how you could argue against it because it's done. All right. All right. Well, everybody, you guys have a great night. Thank you so very much. Bye.
Yep. Deuces.